Hey YouTube, what's going on everybody? This is the St. Louis Rams franchise, and you can see we're going to New York to play the Giants. I would like to show you guys last week's game before we get started here for both teams. Again, we'll just go over a quick thing. So I just went into the wrong thing right there, so we'll go into the league schedule. You see the Jaguars win in OT against, the Titans win in OT against the Jaguars. You can check out that video if you want or the videos, I should say. I'll put the link for the playlist up right now. And then this is 28-10 Rams losing to the Eagles. I'll put the link up for that video too at the bottom. And we'll look at last week's game for the Giants here. So they lost 34-14 to the Redskins, which is really weird. We'll check out the game stats. 509 yards total offense for the Redskins, and they just absolutely dominated the ball on their half of the ball. So, on their side of the ball, I mean. Remember, like and subscribe to videos. Follow me on Twitter at jvegas420. Let me know what you think about this thing, man. I'm just doing them the way I think I should be doing them, the way I think people will like them. So, unless somebody tells me they're shitty and to do it a different way or give me some suggestions, then we'll get going on these franchises a little bit faster. I'll start making more videos. So, as you see, Rex Grossman has 202 yards passing on 14 completions, and Manning has 187 yards passing on 22 completions. The more worse quarterback in the game last week. So Rex Grossman threw for 3 touchdown passes in his 200-yard game. No running game at all in this one. Only a touchdown for Tim Hightower, probably close to the goal line. There was a receiving touchdown for both Jake Ballard, Jabbar Gaffney, and Leonard Hankerson had the second touchdown pass, and Santana Moss had the third touchdown pass for Rex Grossman. So, as we look here, Brian Arakpo and London Fletcher lead the game in tackles, closely followed by Matthias Kawanaku and Greg Jones from the Giants. So all in all, the Giants just got dominated on both sides of the ball. We're going to see if we can do it to them in this game. As you can see, Eli is not passing for that many yards. Up there at the top, you see the Ravens-Titans franchise. I don't know if you can see the score up there. You probably can. That's not what I wanted to show you, but if you guys want to watch that video, that link's up now. And after all the plugging aside, we'd like to welcome the editor, the guy that kind of talks a little bit in the little bubbles in the background. Tell me if you like that. I've been doing it. We can keep it anonymous if you want to know who's doing it, but I find it pretty funny. It's probably obvious who's doing it because there's only one person as funny as that, and it's me. But that was a joke. But anyway, we're gonna get into this game here pretty soon. Hi, editor out there. You won't be able to talk to me while I'm playing, which I wish I did have somebody who could do that. But yeah, if you guys are interested in maybe doing annotations for my videos, so it can be like a third-person type of thing, ask me. Maybe I'll let you in, and you can do some annotations in my video. I might start a Google Plus Hangout for this little franchise group for each of them, just so we can get maybe a little rivalry going between the two franchises, and then maybe the franchises combined will be like their own little universe of Madden. So as we're gonna get started here, the Giants are kicking off to the St. Louis Rams in New York. Let's get this game going, guys. Jones recovers the kick in the backfield, and if you guys don't know, we picked up quite a bit of people for this Rams team. I won't be able to go over all of them right now. As you see, Sam Bradford coming onto the field, no touchdowns, 2 picks in his first game, not having the greatest game, losing to the Eagles 28-10. But if you guys want to see all the acquisitions I made, you can check out the video before this one in the series called Week 1 Acquisitions or Additions and Subtractions. And that's what I'll call it every week when I pick up people. We'll look at standings and stuff like that later on down the year, around the trade deadline. Those will be standings and possible playoff berths videos too. So trying to make this a franchise experience for everybody, just like Mr. Hurricane does it. I mean, he's my main influence, like I said in the last video, in some of the last videos. I don't know exactly which video I said it in. There's so many already, to me at least. But anyway, we come out running the ball quite a bit. I'm afraid to throw it past the ball after Sam Bradford's 2 picks in the last game, but he passes it there to Jacoby Jones out of the Houston Texans. And yes, I did pick him up. I made a nice trade acquisition for him. And it looks like this team already is coming out and wanting to score touchdowns. So we'll see what happens here in this game. Hopefully we can beat the Giants, and both the Titans and the Rams will be 1-1 on this franchise. So you see Steve Jackson make a nice cut up the middle after a draw play, and he gets a first down after a gain of about 11 yards. So it's a smoke break time. Everybody take your bongs, pipes, bubblers, steamrollers, joints, blunts, vaporizers, whatever you guys snorting it, whatever you do, get stoned right now, off your bud, take a hit. I'm about to run this play. You're going to hear me bubble up, and then we will be on our way to winning this game. I hope you guys are liking the franchise. It's really fun for me to do. I love doing them. You just tell me, which one do you want to see more, Rams or Titans? I'm going to make them both throughout the same, length most of the time. There's going to be videos coming out around the same time for both of them. But I just want to know, who do you guys really want to see make the playoffs? Do you want to see the Rams team make the playoffs more than the Titans? Or do you want to see the Titans more than the Rams? Or do you want to see both teams possibly face off in the playoffs? So, it's your decision. I'm not going to tell you guys what to pick. Both of these teams are equally, I like them both equally. They both have good running games. They both have decent passing games. And now this Rams team has a better passing game than my Titans team. And as you see, there's a common glitch in Madden on the cross routes where both receivers basically meet in an open part of the field and they can't come up with the catch, neither of them. Usually it's the receiver you're not throwing to that gets in the way, not the receiver you're trying to throw to. So be careful on those crossing plays. Usually, if you think there's going to be an opening for one player, do another hot route for the other player. As you guys know, this is all-pro slider set. I will be tweaking it throughout the year to adapt to the play style of this franchise, and I'll probably be making the franchise videos a little bit longer too. So now that I'm just directly uploading everything from my computer, I don't have a capture device still. I don't know, you guys could probably tell. I'm still uploading from my iPhone, or recording from my iPhone. But the videos are going to be longer because I upload them directly to my computer, then upload them from YouTube from my computer. As I'm talking right now, I have already recorded the Titans first week game, and that'll be up. It's a 2-parter, 20 minutes each. I'm still going to split them up into parts because I kind of like that, having a cliffhanger part of the game, going first half, second half kind of thing. So I'm going to keep doing that. It keeps my videos up, and it keeps up updating so people don't really worry about not having videos to watch. So as you see, I've pretty much talked and went on a tangent the whole first half. If you're tuning in for the first time in this series, you'll notice as I go along that sometimes I stray away from the commentating. So let me try to get back into the commentating for those of you who enjoy it. And Manning drops back to pass, and he's looking for somebody open. He looks down the middle, and it looks like, I don't even know who that is, but it looks like a defensive end comes up with the bat down on the play. Oh, and speaking of defensive ends, there's Chris Long, the beast for our team this year right now. And he's actually the one who bats this ball down right before they show his name up on the stat board. So 3 and out for the Giants, pretty much. They got a first down on one play, but I'm pretty sure, but they're going to have to punt. And Weatherford, just a horrible punt by Weatherford. And Jacoby Jones makes a little move, breaks a tackle, and gets tackled right about the 50-yard line. And McHale has a broken collarbone. I don't even know what play that happened on. And we're going to have to substitute him in. So that might be a key play in this game because the Giants, as you know, they don't have the best receiving core, but they have a pretty good arm in Eli Manning, even though I despise the fuck out of the guy. So we'll take a break right here in this first quarter, and we'll look at Medical Center here and look at the injuries for both teams. As you know, McHale's going to be out now for 8 weeks. We're going to need to pick up a free safety to come up big for him. We have a backup that's about a 77, 76, so hopefully he'll come up clutch and I won't have to pick up anybody. We'll see in this game. You see my left tackle, Adam Goldberg, is also out for 8 weeks, and you guys both know about Jerome Murphy, Ronald Bartel, and Jermel Cujo. So they're all out for quite a while. They're key players. A lot of them are key players on my team. It's going to be hard to throw and pass, and it looks like the guy I was really worried about has a torn shoulder labrum, and he's out for 3 weeks, Victor Cruz. And look at all these injuries that New York has. Jesus. On the offensive side of the ball, they are weak. They don't even have... Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Fuck. Dust. Okay, so they don't even have Dominique Hickson. He's out for the whole year. 5-year vet out of Akron. And they've lost a middle linebacker, a right linebacker, outside linebacker, a tackle, and a left tackle on the offensive line. So we'll see what they're going to do here against us defensively. And I see an opening. Thread the needle with Bradford to Jacoby Jones, who's quickly becoming somebody I'm going to want to use quite a bit. He's a great route runner. He keeps his hands on the ball. He's a great return guy. This St. Louis Rams franchise has just become that much more interesting with these players on the team. You see Steve Jackson runs up the middle for 4 yards only. And I've been having issues running with him. If you guys have any pointers on how to run with Steve Jackson on this game, I'd be very, very appreciative. I know he's more of a bruiser back than a guy who makes so many moves, but got to be able to break tackles. I mean, seriously. So we get the pitch here. Jackson cuts it to the outside on a crappy move, and he only gains 2. Probably should have stiff-armed there, but I had to get used to it a little bit more. Playing with Chris Johnson is a little bit different than playing with Steve Jackson. So I'm going to smoke a bowl as the clock ticks down. Sam Bradford hikes the ball out to Jacoby Jones, his favorite receiver this game so far, and he comes up with his 3rd reception of the game and his 2nd first down. This is my first smoke of the day. It's like 8 a.m. or something. So excuse the coughing, please. I'm sorry. Wow, that's probably really annoying. Okay, so Steve Jackson runs up the middle again. Doesn't gain anything. Brandon Lloyd lined up on the left side, and he makes the catch for the first down. Sam Bradford, excuse me, fuck, spreading the ball around in this first quarter. I mean, in the first half. Ugh. I have to transition in here into me stoned. Here just a little bit. And And as you see, Jackson just is going to get raped on this play. So we're going to see if Dressen will be open in the corner of the end zone. And they make an adjustment. And that right as Sam Bradford is going to step up in the pocket to pass, he gets sacked. A big sack for that New York defensive front. And it just looked like that left side, which you guys know from the injury report, we have some key injuries on that left side of the ball. And we're not going to be able to run those play-action plays to the right side anymore. We're going to have to run them to the left so I can roll out right. And I run it on 2nd and goal on the 15, and he gets brought down right in the backfield. Steve Jackson cannot get anything done. And Cadillac lines up in the backfield as the coach seems tired of Steve Jackson not doing anything. And we pass it out to Cadillac, and he can't hold on to the ball. It drops incomplete. It's 4th and goal, and we're kicking a field goal on our first possession of the game. So after ticking away the clock for a little while there, we finally get down the field, and we have to settle for a field goal that was really close to being missed. The wind was nuts. I don't know how it's nuts here. I thought this was an inside place. I guess I was wrong. So we're going to kick off to the Giants here. And I'm sorry for if you guys hear me bumping my mic and stuff. I'm using those normal iPod headphones to record this. I'll get something better, don't worry. I need a little bit of time to improve my hardware, bro. A little bit of time. Give me some time. Alright. So he comes out in a nobody in the backfield, 5 wide receiver set. And Bannon just comes up with a huge sack there on my least favorite player, Eli Manning. So we're going to watch that just because I like watching Eli get sacked, and he is fucked. So go fuck yourself, Eli. If you hear this, go fuck yourself. Now, they're going to come back out in their running formation, and you see I'm bunching up the right side, and they hand it off to Bradshaw, and I read the play perfectly. That's another loss on the downs. The Giants not really knowing what to do to execute against this Rams defense. I don't know where this Rams defense came from. Last week, we were having such bad trouble containing anybody, and we make some pickups in that after that first week, and this team's coming out looking like they want to win this game. Leigh Bodden, as you see, a pickup for the St. Louis Rams. He's lined up on the right side, covering Hakeem Nicks. And Manning gets a million years to throw, and he throws right to Bodden, and Butler, oh man, deflected, almost picked. Nicks gets fucking nailed on the play. 4th and 21 for Eli Manning and the Giants, and they're gonna have to punt again in their own end zone. So look at that play, almost intercepted. Rams just wanting to play some defense against this very, very, very injured New York Giants squad. Jacoby Jones fields the ball. He gets hit, and there's a flag on the play, holding on the receiving team. That'll bring him back to the 42-yard line. About a 6-yard penalty on the play. And that'll result in a Rams first down. So so far, so good for the Rams here in the first half. It is only the first half. No need to get too excited yet there, Dinosaur 1122. A subscriber to the show. And, oh, Sam Bradford throws a pick. He threw it just a little bit too early, sensing the pressure in the backfield from the blind side. And Wk.2 in the last game came up with some key tackles that just couldn't get his team to win. In this game, trying to get his team to win after a 3-and-out, Eli Manning not executing, gives the ball right back to Sam Bradford on a 3-and-out, and Sam Bradford on the first play throws it right into the hands of the veteran linebacker. So I actually don't even think he's a veteran. I think he's a 1-year guy. Somebody will have to check on that for me. Maybe the editor will put in a note. So, Eli's back in the backfield. Ahmad Bradshaw. Oh, and he's wide open. And I knew Ahmad Bradshaw was going to get that ball because I blitzed that middle linebacker. And they like to run that, what I call the Texas route. Because back on the old Madden games for the last-gen consoles, it was called Texas. That play that they just ran. So, they're driving down the field on me now. After me talking a bunch of shit about Eli. He is pissed. And he's coming out trying to say, hey, I'm in the elite quarterback tier with people like Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, like he said at the beginning of the year in real life. So, you see the kicker there warming up to try to get the field goal before the half is over, but they might, you never know what's going to happen here. There could be a turnover, could be a touchdown. The Giants lining up in I formation with a tight end on the right side, 2 wide receivers, and they hand it off to Ahmad Bradshaw on the left side of the field. He breaks a tackle, stumbles, but gains his balance and gets tackled after a gain of 8 yards. Clock ticking, 1:19 left in the second quarter. On the 15-yard line, threatening to score in the red zone. The Giants, after a key turnover by the Rams, an interception by Sam Bradford trying to throw it there to Brandon Lloyd on a slant play. So Laurinaitis blitzes. Oh, it's a screen play to Ahmad Bradshaw, and they can't come up with anything on that play. Somehow, the defender, after being burned right away, comes up with the tackle. Let's see. He's wide open on the outside, and he just dives in to get him. Good angle, good tag angle. Chris Long celebrating on the play, and they'll hold him to a field goal. Hopefully, maybe the defense can come up with a key play. Let's listen in here and see what happens. And they're running out the clock. I'm going to have to ice the kicker because I do want a chance to try to come back and kick a field goal. 37 seconds is just enough time for me. And the Giants back to kick the ball. We're going to try this again. And Jones tries to block it. And the Giants get it through the uprights. It's 3-3. Tie game here in New York. 36 seconds left in the second quarter, and they're probably just going to squib it away. Nope, they kick it off long. We have 2 timeouts. Jacoby Jones back to receive the kick. We'll see what happens here on these next couple plays. He gets tackled at the 20-yard line after return of about 20 yards, fielding it in the end zone. So Jacoby Jones is a nice addition to our team. We're going to be going to him quite a bit here. Teams don't really expect us to be having him because he was on the Houston Texans. I know everybody's probably mad at me because if you've seen the video, you'll see that I do trade away Terrell Owens to a team, and any TO fan is upset about that. But I think he went to Texas, actually. I'm not too sure where that trade went. You're going to have to check it out. It's kind of hard to keep track. And as you see here, I'm not paying attention to the game, and I just keep running the ball to Steve Jackson, not trying to score a touchdown. So it looks like this is probably just going to be the end of the half here. Thank you for tuning in, you guys. Like and subscribe to videos. Follow me on Twitter. Tell me which team you like better. The Texans, or not the Texans, I'm an idiot. The fucking Titans or the Rams. We'll take our last time out here. I accidentally came out in punt formation. We're going to go for it. I just want some yards for my team here. I wanted them to not be looking so pathetic in the first half. And we'll see what Steve Jackson does here on the run play. And he gets a little bit of running room, but he has no acceleration. So he'll get brought down right after the first down after a gain of 4 yards on the 4th down play. And we will go into halftime. So you guys remember, keep playing Madden. And I'll see you guys back here for the second half.